BTFC 4, Weston Super Mare 2. Chris, it was an ugly game, but we still won.
Yeah, very strange. It sort of, even though we got that early goal, we sort of just fell asleep, didn't we? And didn't really get going till midway through the second half, I thought. But sometimes matches are like that. I mean, we set up with the three midfielders, which at first I thought was a bit strange, why we weren't going to try and hit them with a bit of pace from the start. But one thing I really liked was Sam playing a more advanced role, and as I said last year quite a few times, he links up, when he's in that position, he links up with Jake time and time again, and Jake was getting a heck of a lot of goals last year from that source. And of course, again, it happened today. Lovely finish by Jake. And I thought we'd actually go on and destroy them, but we didn't. It was just sort of a nothing game really till second half, when most of the substitutions came. So.
Well, obviously I've just been very, very harsh on Ron Marks' interview, but Adam Coombs, what did you think of him today?
Yeah, it's strange because he's at a position on the left-hand side, I think, as well, but he doesn't look hungry enough for me at the moment. I think he needs to sort of pick up the pace a bit, show a bit more commitment. And try and get on the end of things, because it's not going to come to him. He's got to make things happen, and at the moment he's just sort of standing off the game a bit. His passing at times today wasn't that great, and his positional play didn't seem to make much sense at all. But I mean, you don't know what job he's been asked to do on that side. So when you've got people like Moses and Adam Cunnington, I mean, as well, as soon as they came on, you saw a big difference today. So yeah, I think Adam's got to probably try and get into the games a bit more.
Who would you honestly start, Adam or Emmanuel next game?
Personally, I'd start Adam Cunnington.
That was a clever reply.
Yeah. And obviously Moses is a great impact substitute. I mean, he was on the pitch 2 minutes today. He had one shot which was saved, and the next one was in. It's a real poacher's goal as well. He took it exceptionally well. So, you know, they will rotate, but I just think Coombsy's got to do a little bit more, really. We know what he has got because we've seen what he can do in pre-season, so he just needs to try and find his level here a bit more. It's going to take a bit of time to settle in, but I think at times approaching now where he's had 4 games, and I mean, he got the penalty the other night, but and he did create a goal in the second half here this afternoon with his shot, which was parried out, and then it was tapped in by Jake Howes. So. Yeah, he needs to show a little bit more, I think. Otherwise, his position in this side. I mean, I know how Glenn feels about people who don't perform on pitches, like we saw last year with Fairfanis and stuff like that. Yeah, he does need to get a bit more involved.
Do you think, to be fair to him, I mean, I was saying this to a guy at half time, at Welling you don't really need to move a lot. You're just in a position where they cross a lot and you'll get goals. Here you have to create chances without the way we play. So do you think it's just him adjusting to the different style of plays here? Yeah,
without a doubt. I mean, always when you come to a new club, people play differently to what you've been used to before. So he needs a bit of time to adapt. And as I said, he's a class player. I've seen what he's done at Chelsea in the past in the Chelsea youth setup. I mean, he's a fantastic player. Against West Ham here, he had a great match. You know, he played quite well in the pre-season friendlies. It's just for, obviously, league, it's more competitive. I think you're a bit more aware. The fact you make a mistake, it's going to cost you in a league match rather than a friendly. So he's probably trying too hard not to make mistakes, and that's what's causing the problem. But yeah, he does need to show a bit more hunger, because that's what his club's about. Everybody fights at his club.
Well, obviously there's one great manager at this football club, Harry. Obviously, this man is put us top of the league after 5 games. Do you think we need to look at the table yet, or do we wait for 10 games like I said at the start of the season?
You definitely wait, because again, you often find this with new boys in the league. They often go off to a flying start and end up getting relegated. So you have to sort of take each game as it comes. I mean, it's a fantastic start, isn't it, what we've done so far? I mean, Harry got the tactics spot on today. Absolutely spot on. So, you know, obviously does his homework, and no disrespect to Weston, they play some decent football, and we saw why Harry picked that starting 11, because obviously when we made the substitutes, it changed and they came back into the game, scored one very, very good goal. Louis Wells also got to make a save. He made a fantastic one-handed save for one of our defenders, wasn't it? Had that gone in as well, I mean, we could have gone to three. I mean, we were 3-0 up at the time, but I mean, we could have certainly been in a bit of trouble, I think. So.
Now, obviously, for me, Alan's still my number one. But do you think Louis maybe could nick the spot if he keeps on performing like this?
No, I don't think. I think you've got to stay with your number one. But Louis, like as you're saying, very competent goalkeeper. Had a good game at Wheller the other night as well. And it's great to have somebody that good as a backup goalkeeper to be called upon when needed. And that's what's happening. You know, like obviously there's competition there, and you know he's going to push Alan, no doubt about it. But for me, sort of Alan's still number one.
No, I know I've just had a laugh and joke with Harry here, but for me, everyone says our best bit of business in the summer was keeping hold of your Jakes, getting your Emmanuel Moses. For me, our best bit of business this summer was keeping Harry Wheller as manager.
Yeah, he's a fantastic manager, and when he's allowed to manage, we all know what he can do. So yeah, no problems with that at all. He's definitely a terrific manager, and as I said earlier, his tactics today was spot on yet again, as they are in virtually every match. So that's good to see, and I'm really glad he's still here, as I am a number of players. I mean, I thought somebody might come in for Jake Robinson. I mean, because Jake is just pure class, isn't he? The first goals he scored today was lovely. He knew exactly where he was going to put the ball. The free kick, I thought, was possibly the best free kick I've seen down here, with Jamie's little dummy, because Jamie thought he was going to, everyone thought Jamie was going to have a little pop, and it was a terrific strike. I mean, that dummy for Jamie just wrong-footed the keeper slightly and just left that little gap, and there's no way, no keeper would have got to that. It's a terrific shot. So, yeah, class is permanent, isn't it?
On that note, thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Cheers.